Hi guys, welcome to a little quick tutorial about MT4, so MetaTrader 4. As you know, you'll require MT4 to place any trades. Most of the time you'll be using your mobile version, but we do advise you get a version for your desktop, which you'll be able to download from a broker that you sign up to. So just as a quick brief introduction and how it looks and what it requires you to do, we wanted to make this quick video. So just starting off, I know when you first open up, it'll look something like this and it'll be quite overwhelming because you've never seen anything like it. And you'll be like, first thoughts would probably be this program is a bit old. So you just have to bear with. It's probably one of the most widely used terminals now, and MT5 has just come in. So you might want to download MT5, but we still recommend you using MT4. So
I think it's something like 95% of the trades, retail trades, is done on MT4. It's something like 2.5% on MT5, isn't it?
Yeah, there's
and then 2% on C Trader as well.
It's people just like to be stuck in their ways and they're not change.
Yeah.
So just as a quick brief, when you first log in, you want to make sure this icon in the bottom right corner, it does say you are connected. So that means you're linked to your broker. And to check this, you might want to go to File and then File and log into Trade Account, which will then open your login, your password, and the server you're signing up to. So in your email, you'll receive your login to the MT4, your password, and the server. So you just need to make sure that the server is correct, because many brokers have many different servers and you might be struggling to connect to the wrong one. So just something to look out for. Oh, that's just logged in. So if we just carry on. So if you want to open a new chart, click new chart. It'll give you a drop down option. So obviously I've got all these Forex pairs and all the majors and the minors and all the pairs your broker will offer you. So this is just like a general chart that will start off in MT4. Carry on. If you want to save any charts, you might want to just save them, but they'll automatically be saved anyway. And from here, you don't necessarily use anything else really. You won't necessarily have like a data folder, as you probably want to do all your analysis and trading view, just because it's more user friendly. You might want to print any setups just so you'll print your P&L or something. I have no idea. Language, you can select a different language if it suits you better. So toolbars, you want to stick to how it is now, because that's the easiest. So if you just want to select time frames, for example, it's going to delete time frames from here. So it's harder for me to click through the time frames, as I have to right click on the chart and then select the time frames through here. So if you just go back, so you don't really going to be changing anything major from here. So as you can see here, I've got a market watch window and a data window. So the market watch windows is showing me all the pairs that are available on my broker for me to trade. Now, as a personal preference, I don't really like having a market watch window or a data window on my MT4, as I just like to look at the chart and my profit and loss. Click on that. So you can exit them here, both of them, and this will extend your chart. Or if you go into view, you can actually just select them from here and it'll pop back up. It's completely up to you. It's whatever suits you really. So yeah, you can also click into full screen if you just want to see the chart. On insert, you'll find different technical analysis tools you might want to enter onto your chart. So we have the indicators, the different lines, as we went through on the trading view tutorial, your channels, fib levels, obviously Andrew's pitchfork, different texts. So we've just put an indicator on just to show you what it looks like. Moving average. So with MT4, actually it'll force you to select the settings of your indicator straight away, rather than on trading view. Your indicator will just sit in the background and you will have to edit it manually. So on here, you have to edit it yourself. The color you want of the indicator and all the different, don't really need to add anything from here. And obviously you can select the time frames you want the indicator to show. So if you trade hourly and 4 hourly, it will only show on those 2 time frames. So just click OK, and now you can see we have the 14 period moving average indicator on the chart. And if you want to remove it, we just right click on here and then indicators list. Oh, it's popped up in another window. You'll have a window pop up like this, so you simply click it and then just press delete. So when you close it, it'll delete the indicator for you. So that's about it. From the charts, so you can select the bar chart, candlestick chart, and the line chart. We'll recommend using the candlesticks, as this is what you'll be trading. Obviously, you have the different time frames you want to trade, and templates is something I'll get onto in a minute. Then refresh. So if you've got loads of analysis on your charts and you just want to get rid of it all, you'll just press refresh on here. You can zoom in and zoom out. I'll recommend using the plus and the minus keys on your keyboard, as it's just easier way of you to zoom in and zoom out. Tools, you don't necessarily use new tools apart from new order, but this is here, which I'll talk about in a minute. History center, yeah, you don't need to mess around with any of these. So in the window option, you can select new window, and then from here you can select the chart you want to appear straight away. Or let's say I have multiple windows, so if I have 2 graphs on here, so you can see all my pairs will pop up down here. So if I have 2 graphs I want to look at simultaneously, I'll click on the window and then press tile windows. So what I'll do is this will automatically arrange the 2 windows to perfectly fit the screen, so you don't have to fiddle around with it as well. And you can select horizontally or vertically. It's completely up to you. And the help center, you don't really use the help center at all, to be honest with you. So, and then some of these tools here. So create a new chart. Once again, you're able to create a chart from here. The profiles, don't necessarily use the profiles, as this links to down here, which just shows you it's not necessarily linked to your chart, so you don't have to worry about it. The data window, once again, is something I talked on the left hand side if you want it to appear or not. Terminal is this will get rid of all the terminal at the bottom, so you won't be able to see your previous account history or the trade you're running, as when you got your trade running or a certain amount of trades running, your profit and loss will show here. It's a tiny window, but as I said before, it's quite an old system, so that's the only place you'll see your active profit and loss when you're trading. Obviously, new order. So if I actually want to enter an order in the market, that's where I press, and this will take you to this screen here. So I'll select the symbol. As I've got the chart of EURUSD opened, automatically it will default to EURUSD. From here, I'm able to select the volume, and then select my stop loss and take profit. And then also add any comments to a trade I want maybe later for when I'm journaling or just looking back at my trades. And then if I want to enter right now, I'd obviously do a market execution. So I'd either sell or buy by market, completely up to you, completely what you're trading. Moving on, so a pending order is you waiting for a certain setup to appear in the market, but this is something we'll talk about later tutorials. But we have the 4 different types of pending orders: the buy limit, the sell limit, the buy stop, and the sell stop. So whatever position you want to enter, whether you're waiting for the market to reach down to your level, you'll enter the appropriate pending order and then just press price. And as you press price, it will pop up down here, and you'll see the position you entered, your trade, the type of position, the lot size you've entered, the symbol, the price you've entered, that the level, your stop loss level, your take profit level, also any commissions you pay, any commissions you've paid on the trade, as well as the swap fees, and obviously you'll see your profit and loss down here as well. So moving on, these fields don't do anything particular, so you don't need to use them. Auto trading button, once again, we don't really use that ourselves, so it's not something you'll be using. And these here, so you got the line chart, the candlestick pattern, or sorry, that's the bar charts, the candlestick pattern, or the line charts. So once again, whatever you fancy, but we do advise using candlesticks. Zoom in, zoom out, the tile windows again, and then this from here, so you're able to shift the charts, so you always have a right border. But advise just leaving it like this if it switches. So the price action is always close to the right border here. Here you've got all your, what's it called, technical analysis tools again. As I said before, you can enter all these, switch through timeframes, and save the template. So when you first load the chart, as I said before, you'll come across something like this. You'll come across like a template you don't really want to look at. So what you need to do is to right click anywhere on the chart and then select properties. And this will take you to a window here. And then from here, you're able to modify it how you like it. So I like a black background, so I'm going to stick with black. Foreground is all the lines and all the numbers on the chart. So I want these to appear white. The grid, we don't recommend using the grid just because it will just mess with your psychology and you will look for specific levels for targets as well as stops. So we recommend not using the grid. The bar up, so my bullish candles, I want my bullish candles to be green, so I'll just leave them at line. Bar up and bar down, so bar down's all your bearish candles, so I'm just going to leave them at red. And then you have your bar up, so the actual fill of the bar, as well as the wicks of the bar, so you just need to make sure they're the same color. So my bull candle is going to be lime again, if I can find lime, there we go. And a bear candle is going to be red, like this. Line graph, you're not going to be using line graphs, you can select none. The volumes are all these that appear on here, but if you're trading Forex, we don't trade with volumes, as volumes don't exist for the Forex market. So this is something you'd use for trading stocks or equities. So we can select none. And then ask line, if you want the ask line, so whatever the next ask price is on your broker to appear on the chart, you'd select the color for that. As well as the stop level, so when you enter an order, the stop level will be the color that you choose here. So I'm just going to remain stick it with red. Moving on, some of the features here. Once again, don't really. I can't remember what these do, but I don't use any of them, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've always just stick them like they are on here because you want the candlesticks.
You can untick the grid from there as well. I didn't even know that. Yeah,
so I don't want my ask line to show. I don't want my grid to show volumes, but we've changed all these here to different colors, so they're not going to appear anyway. So now if I press OK, my chart will change to how I want it to look. Just zoom in, we've got the nice green and red candles. So if I want to save this template so if I can change all my charts, what I do is I right click, press on the template, just press save template. I'd recommend just saving it as AAA or something, so it's the first template that actually appears on your list. So now if I want to open a new chart, as you know, it appears with this ugly chart we don't want to look at, so all you do is right click, you press the time frame, press the template, and as you can see you've got the AAA here. And if you click that, it will automatically change it for you. Another thing I want to go for is the one-click trading, which is just this panel here. So there you'll be able to see your sell price and your buy price, and from there you can calculate your spread. I don't recommend having that on there, so you don't click it by accident, as it'll default to the last order you've actually entered into the market. So if you had a big order, you accidentally press it, then you'll be in drawdown straight away. So don't advise you have the one-click trading tool on there. But I think that's pretty much it. So just to run you through this terminal down here, you've got your trade, so any active trades will show on there. You'll be able to see a profit. If I just enter a small order, I'll be able to show you. So as you can see here, I've entered like a tiny order in the market just to sell the position. As you can see, you got the time I've entered, what type of order is sell or buy, the size, tiny lot. So the symbol, so the Forex symbol I'm trading, or the commodity, the price I've entered that. I haven't set a stop loss or take profit, so it's not going to show anything. And the price I've actually entered that, it will show my commission for the trade as well as the swap fees. So swap fees will only be shown if you hold the positions overnight. And then obviously it will show you my profit and loss, which right now is 7 pence. I'm just going to X that position. So if you press X, it'll automatically exit the position for you. Exposure, you don't really need to look at. Account history is when you journaling trades, you might want to log into a desktop and just go through the account history, so you can see exactly what orders you've entered and what days. The news is MetaTrader will sometimes do any news that are appearing in the market, so appearing just across the world, which will show on there, but don't really use that. Some of the alerts, can you set alerts on here?
I don't.
I don't.
If you can.
I can't even remember if you can, to be honest with you. But that's not a field I've never used really, because all my alerts are on TradingView. So mailboxes don't really need that as special messages from trading the MetaTrader. But I just lagged out a bit. But yeah, that's the only things you'll use on there are the trade and your account history. To be honest with you, that's the only two fields you need from a terminal. But apart from that, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there's not much more to go over really on MT4. I mean, it's a good tool to have downloaded and use. It's professional platform, but you'll probably, as a beginner, you find it easier doing your analysis on TradingView and sort of just placing your orders on MetaTrader. In my opinion, TradingView is a lot more user friendly. It's a better program. It's newer. But like I say, obviously you can't place trades on TradingView. So you'll just be like, yeah, you don't want to redo your analysis on MetaTrader. You'll just use your analysis on TradingView and sort of put the order in on MetaTrader on your phone or on your desktop. But as Chris says, there's a lot of redundant things on here that you're never going to use. Like, never rely on MetaTrader news tab for your fundamental source.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's stuff like that. It's all this platform is for me and for majority of traders is the platform where they place the trades. And then obviously everything else that you have and use trading wise is sort of an external application.
We still recommend having it just so you're using it and you're seeing whether the prices on your broker might actually differ from the prices on TradingView and how the chart actually presents itself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sweet. We'll sign out then. It's a nice short and sweet video. So yeah, we'll catch you in the next one, which most likely the mobile version. We'll just go over the mobile version of MetaTrader. Which, to be honest, you'll probably use just as much, if not more. Especially if you're on the go or you're still still working and stuff.
It's a much easier platform to use, much user friendly.
It's less daunting, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we'll catch you in the next video anyway, guys.
Sweet.